As we're about ready to tip things off here. And the tip will go out of bounds. And it'll be Bemidji State basketball. And now we're underway. The Beavers will work the top of the key. Bianco will dump it into Thompson. Now Bianco, drive shot, no good. Rebound Beavers, and the putback from Sutherland is good for two, and it's 2-0 Beavers over the Tritons.
Sutherland's been excellent through 3 games so far, 7+ rebounds in all 3 games. That's something to keep an eye on.
Love to Galloway for 3. Excuse me, that was Grafals. Grafals for 3. And the Tritons have been excellent from downtown, shooting over 40% this season. Kone guarded by Galloway. Now Bianco's got it near side. He'll drive, layup, no good. And Sutherland again there for the offensive rebound and the putback.
Well, he continues to clean up the offensive glass, and that's a good sign for Bemidji. If the shots aren't falling, they know that they can rely on him to grab rebounds.
Grafals drives, tries to draw the foul, stolen away by Bianco. Now here comes the Beavers in transition. Layup is good from Kone.
Mohamed Kone is probably the most important player to watch today for Bemidji. He's had 2 excellent games of the 3 they've played so far, but the one game they lost, he went 1 of 17 from the field. So when he goes, they go.
6-3 the score. Washington working far side. He tries to push towards the baseline, and he'll draw the offensive foul as Thompson was defending. Washington a little too strong as he tried to go baseline. First foul of the game goes to the Tritons. Kone will bring it up the court for the Beavers. Bianco goes into Thompson. Now a kick out to Bianco for 3. In and out. And Grafals with the rebound. He falls to the floor, but able to get it away. Jumper no good for Galloway, rebounded by Bianco. And here comes the Beavers in transition. Skip pass. Kone for 3, got it. And it's 9-3. Beavers lead early on, 17:25 to play first half.
And that's what the Beavers want to see out of Kone. Can he get in rhythm early? Because like I said earlier, you know, the 2 wins are the ones where he's had the big games.
Sedera, floater from the free throw line, banks it in. And the Beavers try to hurry it up, and they throw it out of bounds.
And on the flip side for Eckerd, everything goes through Swedera. He's their guy, and the ball's going to be in his hands most of the time. If he can get going early and match what Kone's doing on the flip side, we're going to have a nice battle.
The Tritons will bring it up the court with Love. Swedera on the wing. Back to Love. Now Washington. Grafals will reset with 10 to shoot. Grafals drives lane, kicks Washington. Back to Galloway. Galloway from the elbow and hits the jumper. And it's 9-7 now. Thompson tries an inlet pass. It's stolen away by the Tritons. Grafals has it, top of the key. Now Love, far wing. Step back, it's a 2. Foot was on the line, a long jumper for Love, and we're tied at 9. Now quickly down the court. Three-point try is good for Barrett. Grafals will bring it up for the Tritons. Washington has it. Near post. Kick to Galloway. Free throw jumper. Good.
Galloway's been money on that mid-range early on. And, Eckerd's a team that they shoot well from beyond the arc. They don't shoot a lot of threes, so that mid-range game is going to be really important.
12-11, Beavers lead as they'll work their half-court offense. Bianco has it at the top. The kick to Barrett is off the rim, and Swidera will get the rebound. Tritons have a chance to take the lead here. Love to Grafals, far side. Now Washington, pull-up jumper, no good. And Sutherland with the rebound. Stolen away by Love at midcourt. Transition layup, good, and the Tritons lead 13-12.
Well, the turnover battle is everything for the Tritons. So far this year, they've turned the ball over quite a bit. They're averaging 16 turnovers per game, but so far they've forced 3 from Bemidji State, and easy points off the turnover right there.
Bianco has it, turns, baseline, layup, no good. Rebound, Galloway. And here come the Tritons. Grafals looking inside to Galloway. Galloway. Outlet pass goes out of bounds over the head of Love. And that'll take us to our first immediate timeout. The Tritons lead 13-12 with 14:05 to play first half. You're watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Back inside the MacArthur Center. Tritons lead at 13-12 here in the first half with 14:05 to play. And we were just talking during the break, Michael, about the youth versus experience of these two squads.
And that's the story here today. This Eckerd team has not played together much at all. No season last year for the Tritons. Only 2 players returning from the 19-20 team. So this is just the 4th time that this squad has been together this year. Whereas Bemidji State, 6 of their 7 main rotation players are seniors. So big difference in experience.
And like we mentioned, the Tritons basically played their first game as a team, this squad here, last week here at home. 3 from the corner is good from Kone. And the Beavers retake the lead, 15-13.
Well, the 3 ball's been flying early. Bemidji averaging only 6.3 made threes per game. And what are they at, 3 already?
3 for 5 so far. That inlet pass goes to, that's Perry in there now for the Tritons as they made a couple of substitutions. And the reverse layup no good for Dial Richards, who checked in during that timeout. Bianco drives the lane and will get the layup after his first attempt was swatted away.
Yeah, that's a nice finish by Bianco there, staying under control when he lost it on the drive originally, but able to finish at the basket.
Cody Landwehr and Gare Iwafata in for the Beavers as Gerard drops down the jumper. Kent Gerard in for the first time today for the Tritons. And that one is tipped away for Perry, and the Tritons get a steal. Love will drive the lane. Thought he got fouled, and it's going to be a block for Bianco. And here come the Beavers in transition. Bianco thought about the three. Sutherland has it now to Kone. Bianco in the corner, three ball, it's good.
Well, that's in rhythm right there. I mean, I'm surprised Kone didn't take the original shot he had at the top of the key, but he worked it to the corner, made a good pass, and Bianco, like I said, was in rhythm.
5 points for Bianco. Gerard will get called on the travel. And that'll take us to the under 12-minute media timeout. Bemidji State on a little run. They're up 20-15 with 11:46 to play here in the first half. You're watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Back inside the MacArthur Center for the Eckerd College Thanksgiving Classic. Bemidji State leads the Tritons 20-15 here in the first half. And so far, the shots have been falling for both teams. But the difference right now, Bemidji State is 4 for 6 from downtown, and the Tritons are 1 for 1.
Yeah, I mean, right now you see what the Tritons are doing offensively. A lot of mid-range shots, a lot of twos versus the three that Bemidji is taking and getting, open looks and in rhythm. And like you said, a big difference so far.
Barrett entry to Sutherland. He'll turn center and hit the hook shot. Sutherland has 6.
And Bemidji's got a little bit of a size advantage down low. I mean, in terms of how many big guys, quote-unquote big guys they have, and Sutherland's taking advantage early.
Gerard has it near wing. Perry, free throw jumper. Off the back iron, gets his own rebound. And now the Tritons will reset the offense, 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh, great job by Perry to follow his shot and get a big board.
Gerard, 18-footer, no good. That'll be tapped out off the Tritons, and it'll be the Beaver basketball.
And that's probably a three that Gerard should pull there. He pump faked and then did a little dribble drive a couple steps in and shot the 2. That's a case you're down 7 points. Maybe take the 3 right there.
Bemidji State works their half-court offense. Bianco looking for the slip to Landwehr. And that's going to be a foul on the Tritons as Landwehr went up on the far block. It'll be called on Washington, his first. His second.
The Beavers are in no hurry when they get down the court to get a shot off. They're going to set up their offense. They're going to work the perimeter. And then if nothing's around the perimeter, they've been going inside. So it's a successful recipe so far. It's working for them.
Early foul trouble for Washington as he'll come out. Back in is Galloway. And Sutherland will get a break for Bemidji.
The Beavers are not a great free throw shooting team, only 63.8% from the line so far this year, whereas Eckerd's over 85%. So that's a storyline that could come into play is, if it's close down the stretch, free throw shooting, what's that going to mean?
24-15, Beavers lead. Swidera into Dial Richards. Dial Richard reverse layup, good. 24-17 with about 10 minutes to go first half. Barrett to Thompson. Back to Landwehr. He'll get the basket and the foul. And the foul will go against Galloway, his first and the team's third.
Well, Landwehr off the bench is doing exactly what Sutherland was able to do, in the starting lineup. I mean, taking advantage down low and fighting through fouls to get a bucket.
Free throw long off the back iron, and the Tritons will get the rebound. Perry will bring it up for Eckerd. Dial Richards has it, top of the key. Now back to Perry, 17 to shoot. Handoff to Swidera. Gerard. Galloway, long on the 2. And Landwehr has the rebound, and here come the Beavers. Thompson has it working on Galloway. Tries to draw the foul, no call, and Galloway will get the rebound.
It's a good stop for Eckerd, and this is a possession where they really need a bucket to cut that deficit a little bit.
Trail by 9. Galloway has it, near block. Goes up strong and will get the 2-point basket. Galloway has 6.
Galloway leads the team in rebounding coming in, so able to clean that up and turn it into a bucket is big for Eckerd.
Bianco drives, loses it, but recovered by Thompson. Now a 3 on the way. It's an air ball. And both teams making some more substitutions. Grafals and Love back in for the Tritons.
Well, after the last time out, Eckerd seemed to have gotten Bemidji State out of the rhythm they were in, and Kone comes back in. Mike Bochy probably wanting to try to get that rhythm back.
Love has it. Swidera into Galloway. And that one is tipped away, and it'll stay Triton's ball.
Well, the Tritons are working their offense pretty methodically so far, and it doesn't look like anybody wants to take an early shot. They're really working the possession and the shot clock. Maybe, attempting some shots earlier in the possession would
Under
do
10
well.
to shoot, sorry. Galloway will get the bucket. 26-21, Beavers lead. That lob pass is stolen away by Grafals. Now transition for the Tritons. Grafals all the way, no good. Tip in is good for Galloway.
Well, great job by Grafals to front the entry pass and get in front of the offensive player for Bemidji, and then take it all the way, but then his teammate there to clean it up for him.
Iwafata. Corner jumper is in and out. The tip in by Sutherland is no good. Grafals with another rebound, and here come the Tritons. Grafals again will try to take it all away. He'll pull out. Now a 3 for Love. No good. Rebound to Kone.
And that's a good look, even though he missed.
And the Beavers will run. Sutherland in the lane. Stripped away by Sedera. Pull up three in transition. No good. And that'll go off the Tritons, and it'll be Bemidji State basketball after this timeout. With the Beavers leading 26-23, you're watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. .648 to go first half here inside the MacArthur Center as Bemidji State leads 26-23 over the Tritons. And the Beavers will bring it up the court with Kone. Kone, long pass to Bianco in the corner. Now the entry pass. There'll be a foul called on the Tritons. That'll be Daniel Love and his first.
Well, aggressive defense there from Love. I like the energy. And Eckerd, over the last few minutes of play, they've upped the energy a little bit, which is good on both ends.
Again, the Beavers look to get it into Thompson on the block. Kone with the shot fake, and he'll slip on the court. Able to get it out. 4 seconds to shoot now for the Beavers. Thompson turns, shot no good. Rebound is loose. And we're going to get a foul or a kickball.
Looks like it'll stay with the Beavers.
It'd be a kickball off of the Tritons. So a fresh 20-second shot clock for Bemidji State.
Yeah, great defense from Eckerd on that last possession. They forced a last-second shot that wasn't a great look. But Bemidji gets bailed out, and they get the ball back on the kickball.
Kone to inbound. Gets it into Thompson. Bianco dribbles around the top of the key. Thompson into Sutherland. Out to Barrett for three.
And Barrett's a pass-first guy. We've seen it all game so far. He's looking to dish it out first, but he gets an open look and he takes it.
2 for 4 from downtown for Barrett. And we'll get a foul away from the ball. It'll be on Sutherland, his first and the team's first. So, first foul called against the Beavers today comes with 5:41 to go in the first half.
Yeah, we've had a good flow so far here in this first half. Not a lot of stoppages in play, and that's because of the low foul count.
Dial Richards back in for the Tritons. Love fires a three, and that's no good. Rebounded by Thompson. Kone will set the offense. Bianco for three. In and out. Thompson with the rebound. Inlet pass goes to Thompson, and he kicks out to Kone. Skip pass. Barrett for three. Doesn't get the roll, and the Tritons get the rebound. Grafals brings it up for Eckerd. Love to Swidera, drives baseline. And Swidera is going to get called on the walk.
Yeah, he got caught in the air a little bit, whether he wanted to pass or go up with a reverse layup, and that foot came down before he was able to pass it.
29-23, Beavers lead with 4:50 to play, first half. Kone's pass is stolen, but taken right back by Bianco. Bianco goes up, and it's going to be off the Triton defenders.
Well, Eckerd's really made some excellent in-game adjustments. I mean, early on, Bemidji was really having their way, shooting from anywhere on the floor, but Eckerd's defense has really stepped up, and Bianco's struggled. Thompson hasn't scored yet, limiting the big guys.
Stolen away by Grafals. Takes it all away, and he'll get fouled. And now there's going to be a discussion of a goaltend, possibly. Nope, no goaltending. It'll be 2 free throws coming for Grafals.
Yeah, and Eckerd wanted the basket right there, but Grafals has been excellent. I mean, coming off the bench in this one, he started in this one, but later in the game, once he had his first rest, he came back with a lot of energy, was doing a great job defensively rebounding, and then stretching the floor. I mean, taking it coast to coast and either going in for a layup or dishing back out. He's been a spark plug in this one.
Absolutely. Now they're going to give the basket to the Tritons. As Coach Goluski was arguing his point from the sidelines, the referees got together. So Grafals credited with the bucket. Now he has a chance at the three-point play.
And I think they got that right because there were, continuation on the foul and the ball was already up.
That one misses front iron. And Bianco will come away with the rebound. Kone to Bianco. Bianco loses it, and it's off the Triton players. Perry might have got a finger on it before it went out.
Yeah, I think Bianco wanted a foul there. Ball slipped out of his hands, but he was saying that it was knocked out and that he wanted a foul.
He's lost the ball a couple times on that drive, so 10 seconds to shoot for the Beavers. Entry to Landwehr. Turnaround off the glass, no good. And the Tritons will come away with it. Gerard with the rebound, and Love will bring it up. Grafals off his shin. And it'll stay with the Tritons as Barrett dove for it, and it goes out of bounds. 3:47 to play, first half. Bemidji State leads 29-25 here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Why Eckerd succeeds on and off the court is because of the tremendous support we receive throughout the year. I want to thank the members of the Teal&Steel Society for your generous gifts to help fund our teams.
Even a small gift can go a long way to support our teams, such as scholarships, travel, uniforms, and many other things. Please consider joining our Teal&Steel Society today.
Visit EckerdTritons.com/give for more information. Thank you, and go Tritons!
Back inside the MacArthur Center. 3:47 to play, first half. Bemidji State leads 29-25. And it'll be out of bounds for the Tritons with 19 on the shot clock.
Well, big possession for Eckerd. A 3-ball would get them within 1. And they've done a great job of, keeping the game close. I mean, they were down double digits at one point, and they've kept it close over the last 6, 8 to 8 minutes.
Love has it. Pull-up jumper from the elbow, no good. And a scramble for the ball. It'll come down to Sutherland. And Bemidji is in a little bit of a drought. No score in the last 2 minutes and 13 seconds. And there's a turnover.
And the open looks for the Beavers have been few and far between. Eckerd has really tightened up around the perimeter, not letting Bemidji just go off from downtown.
Again, the Tritons have another chance to cut the lead. Perry for 3. Got it. And the Tritons are within a point.
Well, that's a big shot from Perry, and I thought that they were going to work him in and try to set up a 3 for him earlier in the game because he's sort of a 3-point specialist off the bench.
Bianco for 3 the other way, off the front iron. Tritons come down with it. Galloway up to Love. Love drives, no foul call. Tip in is good for Grafals, and the Tritons have the lead with 2:36 to play first half.
Oh, big time tip in from Grafals. He's got double-digit points in all 3 games so far, and he's trending towards that again today.
Iwafata has it on the far wing, and we're going to get a foul underneath on the entry pass. It'll be on Grafals. It'll be his first personal foul and the team's 5th. Barrett back in for Bemidji State.
Well, Eckerd's really fought hard in this first half to come back and take a lead late in the half.
Barron will get the inbound. Looks to Sutherland. He'll drive baseline and get the layup. So the Beavers retake the lead, 31-30. Love has it with 14 to shoot. Love working on Iwafata, and he'll get the block called against him.
Love went down hard right there, and the Tritons would really like to get Love going as well as Swidera. They're really their top 2 guys so far this year in terms of, the guys taking the shots and scoring the most for them. Neither has gotten going. I mean, right now, Love only 2 of 7 from the field.
First foul on Iwafata, just the 3rd on the Beavers. Love will take the 3, and he gets it. So you talked about him struggling a little, and he lights it up from 3.
Yeah, just a simple setup there on the play out of bounds. Kind of a give and go. Pop out on that wing and take the 3.
Sutherland skip pass to Bianco. He's able to bring it down. Barron's out to Iwafata. Iwafata drives lane, layup, no good. And the ball still loose on the floor. And it looks like Landwehr dove on it. And he'll get the timeout call. So 30-second timeout for the Beavers. And both teams diving on the floor for those loose balls. It's good to see that from both teams here.
Yeah.
Why Eckerd succeeds on and off
So both teams diving for loose balls, and Bemidji State coming up on the positive end of that one as they got the timeout. Iwafata, again, he'll drive. The dish to Landwehr, and he'll get the layup.
Brian Gillespie, the head coach for the Tritons, was really animated on the sideline during that defensive possession.
Galloway has it near block. Turns baseline and off the iron, and it's rebounded by Bianco. Under a minute to play, first half. That pass is tipped away by Perry, and the Tritons get the steal. Here comes Love. And he'll turn it over as he draws contact from Landwehr. And now the shot clock turned off. The Beavers can hold for one shot.
And I thought the Beavers were going to try to get a 2-for-1 on that last possession. They end up losing the ball before they could get a shot off. But it works out in their favor anyway to hold for last.
Tied at 33, 10 seconds to play, first half. Barrett to Iwafata. Back to Barrett. Bianco for three. He'll get called. And we're going to have 3 free throws coming up for Bianco with no time left here in the first half.
And that's a tough foul, not only because it's as time expires at the end of the first half, because it's going to be 3 shots for Bianco, a guy who has struggled shooting the ball so far, only 2 for 8 from the field, 2 for 9 now. But he's going to get a chance to add 3 points, and maybe that gets him going as they go into the locker room.
We're going to add 3 seconds back to the game clock, or 0.3 seconds to the game clock. The foul was on Grafals, his second. So a couple Triton players with 2 fouls here in the first half. Bianco's first free throw is off back iron.
And I mentioned earlier, Bemidji State not a great free throw shooting team. And right now in a tie game, every point you can get matters.
Second free throw good.
Big fan of Travis's shoes that he's rocking today. You like that, the light purple and pink?
Purple and pink, yep.
It's different. He definitely stands out there.
And the final free throw is good. So he makes 2 out of 3. The inbound pass is moot as there's not enough time to get the shot off. And we'll go into halftime with the Beavers leading 35-33. Here in the first of 2 games today, and then we have 2 games tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a really good one going so far through a half of play in this tournament. I mean, both these teams playing great ball, and 2 teams that don't see much of each other, and getting a chance, Bemidji getting a chance to come down from Minnesota and play in the great state of Florida.
And Triton's working their offense. Love has it. Kick to Swidera. And that pass goes wide, but able to keep it in play. And the layup is good for Grafals.
Picking up right where he left off. I mean, he was excellent in the first half and bringing the energy early here in half 2.
It's the Tritons' leading scorer this season, averaging 13.7 points per game. He's up to 9 here in this game. Turnaround jumper no good from Kone and rebounded by Galloway. And here come the Tritons in transition. Pull up 3 for Love. Off the mark. That's going to be off Bianco, and it'll be Triton basketball.
One thing I want to point out from the first half, Bemidji State 11 second chance points, Eckerd only 4. So if Eckerd can dominate the offensive glass here in the second half, they're going to take it. They're going to take an advantage.
Washington will get called for the foul as he was backing down Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd personal.
And that's tough. Looked like he was just trying to make a good basketball move there, and ends up getting called for the offensive foul.
And we're going to get a foul, offensive foul on Bianco.
Yeah, he's not happy with it, but a little bit out of control. And again, we see him lose the ball out of his hands there, and he struggled on the drive, to keep the ball and go up with it.
Bianco's first personal. And each team with an early foul here in the second half. Swidera for three. Off the mark. Bianco with the rebound. The Beavers will run. Kone to Barrett. No good. Rebound to Grafals. (35-35), 18:20 to go. Grafals entry pass to Galloway. Galloway backing down, turns center, and the jump shot is short. Swidera with the offensive board. Now 15 to shoot for the Tritons. They'll be tapped out of bounds by Thompson, and the Tritons will retain possession with 11 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, not much going on this possession for Eckerd. I mean, great defense from Bemidji State. I mean, they've locked down pretty much everybody out there.
Washington to inbound. Swidera has it far side. Grafals with 5 to shoot, pulls up a deep three and nails it. Grafals up to 12 points, and the Tritons have a 3-point lead, 38-35 with 17:45 to play.
Oh, it's Grafal this afternoon for Grafals.
And there's a turnover off the leg of Bianco, and the Tritons will get the ball back.
Yeah, ever since the first 5-6 minutes of the game, Bemidji State has really been out of rhythm. They started out shooting the ball so well, and then Eckerd figured something out, and defensively, they're locking it down.
Washington has it, guarded by Thompson. We're going to get a foul away from the ball. And it'll go against Sutherland. That'll be his second and the team's second. Grafals has it, drives the lane, kicks to Washington. Long two, off the mark. Bianco with the rebound, and here come the Beavers. Kone over to Barrett. Back to Kone. Now Bianco in the corner. 3 balls good. And we're tied at 38.
Some big cheers for Bianco. You can tell he's got the hometown crowd here for him.
Pull-up jumper, no good for Love, and Bianco gets the rebound. 17 minutes to play. Score tied at 38. That one slapped away by Grafals. Now the outlet to Grafals, and he'll flush it home for the jam.
Big-time play right there. A great forward pass from Swidera, leading him towards the basket in rhythm. That's what you like to see out of the Tritons.
Tritons retake the lead, 40-38. Now the turnover from Bemidji. Here comes the Triton. Grafals will run it all away. Tries to throw it down, but he'll get fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the Tritons are going through Grafals right now, and that's one where maybe he just lays it up and in. That's an easy 2, but tried to jam it home. He'll at least get 2 shots from the line. But he has meant everything in this game for the Tritons.
A little slow to get up was Grafals, but he's back on his feet, and he's holding his wrist a little bit.
Yeah, coming into this game, you mentioned he's leading the team in points per game, 13.7. Low field goal percentage, is only shooting 30% coming in, but he has been much better today, 6 of 7 from the field and 2 of 2 from deep.
He makes the first free throw, and that's the first made free throw for the Tritons today. They're 1 for 2 now.
And he's been excellent from the line, 16 of 20 coming in.
Second one on the way, and good. It's 42-38. Tritons lead with 16:25 to go. Makai Perry back in for the Tritons, along with Cody Landwehr for the Beavers. Now an open look inside, slapped away by Perry to prevent the easy layup for Thompson.
Yeah, great play by Perry there. I mean, Thompson looked like he had an easy layup. Didn't go up quite right away, and Perry was able to slap it away.
Damar Dial Richards back in for the Tritons. He replaces Washington. Bianco looking for the quick shot in the corner, but he'll drive it into the lane. Layup missed. And it'll be out of bounds to the Tritons. Tritons only have 8 dressed players here today, and all 8 have seen action. As Perry will bring it up the court for Eckerd. Perry, 18-footer, no good. Thompson with the rebound. Kone runs it up the court. skip pass to Bianco. He'll find a corner for Barrett for three.
Well, that's a big shot from Barrett. He's been all over the place, dishing some nice dimes and hitting the threes when they need them.
Dial Richard almost walked on that. And that one will go out of bounds. I'm not sure which way they pointed, but we'll find out when we come back with the Tritons leading 42-41, 15-16 to play in this ball game. You're watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Why Eckerd succeeds.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities.
Back inside the MacArthur Center. The Tritons holding on to a 1-point lead, 42-41. They'll have the ball out of bounds underneath the basket with 17 seconds left on the shot clock. Handoff back to Love. Grafals will drive. Kick out to Love. Top of the key. They'll reset with 8 to shoot. Love for three. Top of the key. Off the side of the hoop. And it'll go out of bounds to the Beavers. And the Tritons are used to playing close games here inside the MacArthur Center this season. Their first two here at home went to overtime, with the Tritons coming away 1-1 in those two matches.
Yeah, a heck of a way to start this season. I mean, two really close overtime games. I'm sure head coach Brian Goluski would like to be a little bit less stressful moving forward.
Three ball in the corner from Bianco is good. And he's got 13. He's 3 of 6 from downtown.
Yeah, he's feeling it now, getting in a little bit of a rhythm in the second half.
He shoots over 50% from downtown. He's at 50% right now. Grafals, pull-up jumper. Good. Little 17-foot jump shot. And the score's tied at 44. Kone trying to get it inside to Landwehr. That one's off the foot and stolen away by the Tritons. And then taken right back by Kone, and then Eckerd's going to get called for the foul on the break from Kone. It's going to go against Love. It'll be his second foul.
Well, another great steal from Grafals, and just wasn't able to control it, and you know, from where he was on the floor, not able to get a good pass to Love.
Dalton Albrecht will come in for the Beavers.
Well, you mentioned the Beavers trying to get it in low to Landwehr and also Thompson when he's in there, and that's not something they've been able to do at all throughout the game. I mean, not much going down low for the Beavers.
Kone drives and kicks. Albrecht gets his first touch of the night, and he'll get fouled. And that one's going to get called on Love again, and that's going to be his third personal. So two Tritons now have 3 fouls.
Yeah, and that hurts after a first half in which, you know, there wasn't much foul trouble on either side. Well, this is Albrecht's first action, and he's played in all 3 games off the bench, but we've seen, Blake, that Mike Boshi's only used 7 guys exclusively up until now.
And he makes the first free throw. Gerard back in along with Washington for the Tritons. Love will stay out there with his 3 fouls. Second free throw is good for Albrecht. And Bemidji State leads 46-44 with 13:47 to play. Washington has it. And the handoff to Love for 3. Off the mark. Albrecht with the rebound. Iwafata has it over to Kone. And we'll get a foul before the shot as Bianco is trying to back it down. And that's going to be on Love, and that's his 4th. So he's picked up 3 quick fouls here in the second half.
Well, it was a little bit of a risk to keep him in there, and Coach Brian Goluski trusted him not to pick up that 4th, and less than a minute later he does pick up that 4th, so that hurts.
And he'll have to come out. Makai Perry back in for him. Kone gets the handoff, kick out to Bianco for 3. That one's long. Landwehr with the rebound and the putback. So the Beavers open up a 4-point lead here with under 13 to go. Grafals drives, layup, no good, but he'll get fouled on his way to the basket. It'll be on Landwehr, and that'll be his 2nd.
Well, it's a good tough take to the basket from Grafals. I mean, knowing that there's going to be contact and still going up strong and being able to take it and get 2 big shots at the line.
And you might have to lean on Grafals down the stretch here with Love on the bench with 4 fouls. And Swidera on the bench, not really having his typical night on the floor.
Yeah, there are shots out there to be had from other guys, and one guy that I think that Eckerd should try to set up for some shots is Makai Perry, a guy who had 9 points on 3 of 3 from deep off the bench in the game against Lynn last game. So there are shots to be had. Somebody's going to need to step up.
Grafals makes both of his free throws. And it's back down to a 2-point game. Bianco, middle of the lane. That one's blocked. And the Tritons get the rebound. Grafals to Perry. Grafals gets a screen from Washington, but Washington wasn't set, and it's an offensive foul. And that's his 4th. So he'll come out. And Galloway back in for the Tritons. So 2 Eckerd players have 4 fouls with over 12 minutes to play here in the ballgame. Entry pass to Albrecht. And that's blocked out of bounds by Gerard. And the Beavers will keep it.
Well, part of the reason for 2 guys with 4 fouls is the aggressive nature defense that we've seen ever since the first few minutes of the game. And, that's what's been successful for Eckerd so far. But on the flip side, you do get some guys racking up the fouls.
Iwafata drives. And we're going to get... Was that a step out of bounds or a 3-second call? But either way, a turnover for the Beavers.
Time for Eckerd to get Galloway going. He hasn't scored in the second half after putting in 10 in the first half.
Grafals trapped under the basket and turns it over. Iwafata drives. We're going to get a jump ball. Good defense from Dial Richards as he was there to try to draw the charge. Got his hands up and his hands on the ball to draw the jump ball. It'll stay Bemidji State basketball when we come back. Bemidji State leads 48-46 here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Why Eckerd succeeds on and off
Of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves.
Why Eckerd succeeds on and off the court is because of the
At the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Back inside the MacArthur Center. Apologize for some sound difficulties. Perry will nail the three for the Tritons out of that timeout. And the Tritons retake the lead, 54-53.
I was saying that a couple times early in the game. Free him up from beyond the arc, and he delivers.
Entry pass over the head of Thompson, and it's out of bounds. And another turnover for the Beavers. That's their 17th team turnover tonight.
Yeah, they've been out of sync, and they've done everything they can to try to get Thompson the ball down low near the basket, and it just has not worked at all.
Swidera brings it up the court for the Tritons. Washington guarded by Thompson. Perry drives. In the lane, draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line after this break. Tritons lead it 54-53 with 7:47 to go. You're watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
why Eckerd succeeds on and off the court is because of the tremendous support we receive throughout the year. I want to thank the members of the Teal&Stu Society for your generous gifts to help fund our teams.
Even a small gift can go a long way to support our teams, such as scholarships, travel, uniforms, and many other things. Please consider joining our Teal&Stu Society today.
Visit EckerdTritons.com/give for more information. Thank you, and go Tritons!
Welcome back inside the MacArthur Center. 7:47 to play here in the first game of the Eckerd College Thanksgiving Classic. The Tritons lead it 54-53. And Makai Perry at the free throw line for 2 shots for the Tritons. First one up and long.
Well, the Tritons picked a good time for a 6-0 scoring run. They've done that over the last minute and a half, and a chance to extend the lead here.
Second free throw for Perry is good. And the Tritons have a 2-point lead. Bianco entry pass into Thompson. Almost stolen away. 10 seconds to shoot for the Beavers. Barrett for 3. Got it.
Well,
He's taken. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was to say he's had a really nice game, only 16 points in 3 games coming in, and he's hit a handful of threes.
5 of 9 from downtown. He's only taken 3-point shots today. And there's a turnover from Perry. Kone to Barrett for 3, in and out. Put back, no good from Thompson. And that's going to be out of bounds, and it'll be Triton basketball.
Well, and there Thompson finally had a look with the ball under the basket, but he couldn't hang on and lost it.
Grafals back in for the Tritons. He's playing with a little bit of foul trouble.
I mean, of late, Tyler Barrett's been the story, you know, hitting those threes, 5 of 10 from downtown. I mean, he's a guy, I guess you can call him a three-point specialist. From 2018 to 2020 at University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, he was 58.8% from deep. And in the 1920 season, he was 64.3% from three. So a guy who can knock them down.
So the Tritons working with Washington and Grafals in there. Both guys a little bit of foul trouble. Galloway has it in the paint there. Turnaround, no good. But he's fouled on the shot. And that'll go against Landwehr. That'll be his 4th. 2 shots for Galloway. First one, no good. Second free throw is in. And the score's tied at 56 with 6:30 to play. Bianco's got it. Entry pass to Landwehr, who will bank it off the glass. And the Beavers have a 2-point lead. That one almost stolen away from Perry. Galloway has it, now over to Grafals. Skip pass. Swidera into Grafals, who'll get fouled on his way up to the basket. And that foul will go against Bianco. It'll be his second.
Well, Swidera, a nice crossover move to create some separation from the defender, and then makes a really crisp pass down low to Grafals. And on that, you're either going to get a bucket or get to the line. So that's a nice play by Swidera.
20 points already for Grafals, make it 21. And he's got one more free throw. And he is now 6 of 7 from the line, and we're tied at 58.
And once he got going midway through the first half is when Eckerd started to get going. And I mean, he's been all over the place.
Albrecht to Kone. Kone drives lane, pull up Jay, no good. Rebound to Galloway. Swidera, entry pass into Galloway. Perry gets it down low to Washington. Washington turns middle, hook shot, no good. Bianco on the run out. He'll get fouled by Galloway. And it looked like Perry went down too on that play, as he was the trail defender, and that's not good. He's holding his leg.
Yeah, that right looks like just under that right knee, and he looks like he's in a ton of pain. Yeah, that's when he initially went down. I mean, grabbed it right away, and you know, some guys, you know, it just, you know, it stings right away. But that one, I mean, he's in a lot of pain. You can just see the facial expression.
Oh, yeah. He helped to his feet. Coach Gillespie is helping walk him off the court.
Yeah, I mean, you hate to see something like that. I mean, he can't put any pressure on that. He's got that left knee hanging in the air. Yeah, and that hurts, you know, a guy who's got to head to the locker room. That Triton's already dealing with some foul trouble. They already have a short bench to begin with, so it doesn't get any easier from here on out.
Yeah, only 8 players dressed tonight for the Tritons. They've got 3 guys in foul trouble as Bianco misses the first of 2. So on the court right now for the Tritons, they have Swidera and Galloway, who aren't in foul trouble, but they also have Love, Washington, and Grafals. Love has 4, Washington has 4, and Grafals has 3 fouls. Love having some trouble bringing it up the court as Kone all over him defensively. And the Tritons finally turn it over. Tough defense from the Beavers on that possession. And they get the steal. 59-58, Bemidji State leads with 4:40 to play. Bianco drives, knocks over Love. It's going to be an offensive foul on Bianco. And that'll be his 3rd personal.
Great job by the Tritons to, you know, hang in there throughout that possession. I mean, on the flip side, Mohamed Kone, a masterclass in defense right there. Could have had a steal 4 separate times. He finally got one for the Beavers, but Eckerd is able to, you know, draw the offensive foul.
Love able to bring it into the front court this time. Off Swidera's foot, and he loses the ball. Barrett up ahead to Kone, now to Bianco. Bianco drives, layup, no good. Love will come down with the rebound. Galloway hands it off. Grafals drives the lane, layup, good. 24 points.
Carrying the team right now.
That layup no good. Rebound to Landwehr. Another chance for the Beavers. That shot's blocked. And the foul's going to go against Swidera. And Kone is down on the court.
Yeah, it looked like he got the wind knocked out of him right there. Maybe took an elbow to the chest area. But he went down in a heap.
That'll take us to the under 4 media timeout with the Tritons leading 60-59. You're watching the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Why Eckerd succeeds on
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise.
Back inside the MacArthur Center, under 4 minutes to play, 3:31 to be exact. And the Tritons lead by 1 point, 60-59. Mohamed Kone at the line for 2 free throws. 1 and 1. First one, no good. Offensive rebound to Sutherland. Bemidji looking to retake the lead. Barrett over to Kone, back to Bianco, top of the key. He'll drive the lane. That one's blocked and brought down by Grafals. Love has it in the front court, 3 minutes to play. Pull-up jumper, no good. Bianco with the rebound. Kone has it. The Beavers looking for their first basket in the last 2 minutes. Bianco has it on the near post. Turnaround is no good, but he got fouled on, looks like Grafals, and that'll be his fourth.
Well, Bianco's done a great job of drawing contact around the basket. It looked like he had an open teammate towards the top of the key, but elected to go up with it, and he's able to draw the foul. So, a nice possession there for Bemidji to get 2 shots at the line.
First free throw good, and we're tied at 60. Bianco makes them both, and the Beavers retake the lead, 61-60.
A ton of back and forth, and that's what you love to see in a game like this.
That entry pass is knocked away, and Sutherland comes away with it. Kone guarded by Grafals, now gets rid of it. Barrett entry pass, but we'll get a timeout from Bemidji. It'll be underneath. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here as we wind down under 2 minutes to play in this basketball game.
Yeah, Mike Boschee didn't like what he saw there out of his offense. I mean, struggling to get it inside, to move it around there. Eckerd was playing some tight defense, so, why not use that timeout there, before you get somebody trapped in a corner. Use it to set something up when you've got 7 seconds on the shot clock. It's different than 1 or 2 seconds, so they can set something up here. Well, one thing, Blake, throughout this game is that neither team has gone on just like that blowout run. I mean, the largest run for both teams was 7 points. Each team had a 7-0 run, but nothing more than that. A lot of times in a basketball game you see a 12, 13-point run or like a 14-2 run. I mean, we haven't seen any of that. It's been very back and forth.
It has been, and that's why we're stuck here in a 1-point game. The Beavers get it in. 5 to shoot. Bianco will try to drive middle. Stolen away. Here comes Love on the 2-on-1. Love to Grafals, who hits the layup, and the Tritons retake the lead. So not what Coach Boschee wanted out of that timeout as his team turned it over. A 3 from Barrett, and he hits another. He is now 6 of 11 and has 18 points.
Well, he's money from downtown. 5 games last year where he had at least 2 threes. I mean, 6 in this one. He's been so good for them.
Tough pass to Washington. He's able to come down with it. And Eckerd will call a timeout. So again, they go back and forth, and another big-time shot from the Beavers. Seems like Barrett hits those right when they need them.
Yeah, I mean, where would the Beavers be today without him? Because like I mentioned a couple times early, is that he was looking pass first. You just look at his eyes as he's going down the court. He's looking to kick out to the wings to either Kone or Bianco, but he's had to step up because they haven't been able to get some of the other guards going. I mean, Kone, he's up to 10 points now, but he's only taken 6 shots. Iwafata off the bench hasn't shot the ball much. Bianco for a while was cold, and also the big men haven't done a ton. Sutherland only 8 points in this game, so somebody had to step up, and it was Barrett.
4 players for Bemidji State in double figures, and Sutherland right there at 8 points. So all the guys on the court right now have contributed for Bemidji State. For the Tritons, though, Grafals is leading all players with 26 points. and Galloway's got 14. So the Tritons working more of a two-man game than a equal opportunity game.
Yeah, and it's a quiet 14 for Galloway. He had a lot of them early.
Love drives, lane, layup, no good. Tip back, no good. Bianco comes down with it. Coming up on a minute to play. Grafals has to be careful. He's got 4 fouls. Kone will reset the offense with 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Barrett goes to the far corner. Bianco in the near corner. Kone drives, kicks. Grafals deep, that was Barrett with the deep three, and it was no good. The Tritons come down with the rebound. 32 seconds to play, 26 seconds on the shot clock, and the Tritons trail by 2. So they don't need a 3 here. They could go for the tie. Tritons shooting 38% from downtown, 5 of 13. Shooting 44% from the field.
Yeah, no timeouts left now for the Tritons. Looking at the scoreboard, so this is a big one for Brian Goluski and his team to talk things over. But yeah, I mean they don't have to just jack up a 3 here. I mean they can work the offense a little bit, get a good shot, work in and out, see what they can, see what develops. You don't have to just rush a shot.
You could get a drive and a foul and a basket.
Yeah, and I got to imagine they're going to try to set up Grafals. I mean, leading his team with 26 points, Galloway the next closest with 14. So I imagine maybe something like, you kick it down low to Galloway and maybe try to draw the defense in on him and then kick it out to Grafals and maybe let him drive. Or, hey, maybe this is the time where David Swidera steps up and hits a big shot. He's only taken 3 shots in the game.
Get a Grafals drive and kick to Love or Swidera on either wing and see if you can take the lead. There's plenty of time left in this basketball game.
Right, and if Eckerd wants to go for a 3 here, they shoot the 3 well. They just don't shoot a lot of them.
Grafals will be the inbounder for the Tritons. Love will operate the offense. He'll get a screen. Washington into Galloway. Swidera cuts, but it's going to go off of the Beavers. Looked like Bianco might have touched it last.
Yeah, Barron cut in front of Swidera to knock it away, and then Bianco looked like, like you said, tipped it out.
So the Tritons now have 14 seconds to shoot. Love to inbound. Galloway hands it off to Love. Love drives. Lane, layup. He'll get fouled and go to the line for 2. The foul will be on Sutherland, and that'll be his 5th.
Well, and the Tritons will take Love going to the free throw line here with a chance to tie it. Coming into the game, 9 of 12 from the charity stripe.
Thompson will replace Sutherland. 15.6 seconds left on the clock.
That's a tough loss as Sutherland fouls out.
The first for Love is good. Before the second, Bemidji will take a timeout. So they'll take their final 30-second timeout. They still have 1 full left.
And that full could come in handy here. I mean, regardless of the outcome of this next free throw, Bemidji still has that 1 in their pocket. Now, the Tritons don't have any left, but, I mean, we all know how these basketball games work. There's going to be so many stoppages of play, or there's a chance for that you're going to be able to talk things over even if you don't have a timeout.
Love will have a chance to tie the game out of the timeout with his second free throw. And then the Tritons will have to play defense for 15 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, if this ends up being, well, regardless of what happens, you probably want for Bemidji, you want the ball in Travis Bianco's hands, not only because, he's been the go-to guy shooting the ball, but, 5 of 7 from the line today. You trust him there. And Mohamed Kone, only 2 of 2 from the line today, but, you're comfortable putting the ball in his hands if there's a foul situation.
I think Bianco's going to want the ball in his hands as well, being back in his original gym, back in his hometown. Tried to beat his former team. Love, second free throw is off the rim, and it's an offensive rebound for the Tritons, so they have a chance to win it here. Love drives, layup, no good. And now they have to foul. Swidera will foul Landwehr with 6.5 seconds to play.
And you know what? I really like everything about Daniel Love's, attempt after the offensive rebound there. I mean, what do you look for in the closing seconds? You want to be able to get a good shot off. They did that with time left on the clock. And you want to get a shot close to the basket. He did that. It just didn't fall.
2 shots coming for Landwehr. First one is good.
Well, Landwehr's been huge. I mean, 8 rebounds for the Beavers today. I mean, that was the biggest of the game.
Only his second attempted free throw of the season. Six and a half seconds to go. Landwehr's free throw is good. A 3-point lead for the Beavers. Long baseball pass down the court, stolen away by Kone. And a foul by Galloway with 3.5 seconds to play.
I'm not sure what the play was there, but nobody really came to the ball. Swidera was the closest, and I thought that's where the inbounds pass was going to go, but they elect for the deep pass, and it just, that's not a high percentage play right there.
Yeah, 6.5 seconds is a lot of time to be throwing a deep pass like that. You could have inbounded it, brought it up the court, and pulled up for 3 with 6.5 seconds. Kone at the line for 2. And he makes the first, so now it's a 2-possession game. And misses that one. Love. 3 at the buzzer is off the mark, and Bemidji State is going to win the first game of the Eckerd College Thanksgiving Classic, 67-63. So a tough back-and-forth battle. It came down to the closing seconds. The Tritons couldn't convert on a free throw. They were able to get the offensive rebound, but weren't able to finish it.